Tell everyone.
Tastes great.
So this is yours?
Oh,
God. Christ, it's a hard sell.
this crushes Mark's spirit. He's gonna get Joe back. That's a vindictive little guy.
The fear factor sucks. Fuck you, you bold cunt.
He hates.
Roll it.
Will Joe enjoy Bodega Cat as much as he enjoyed Tiger Chic? This is big for Mark Norman. You know, this was like Brian dropping a special. This is big. He's on the Joe Rogan Experience, the biggest podcast in the world. They've got a new liquor coming out. I'm sure they've invested hours of thinking about it. All I know is I only like this one. Let's pay very close attention to this. Watch.
Restrooms at airports.
That's like
Senators.
congressman gay.
Yeah. That's another
yes.
level of gay. I mean, that's exactly
Big
what
moment for Mark Norman.
That's right. That's where I learned about
He's
it.
tapping his
So
foot.
this is yours?
You and Sam
Bodega
shit?
Cat?
That's me and
Is this
Sam
legit?
Morrill's new rye.
Let's
Is this
try
good?
it.
Tastes great.
try
Crack it open.
All
It's
right.
for sale now online.
It's called Bodega Cat.
Oh, yeah.
Straight rye whiskey.
Now,
How
ca-
long is it aged for? A week.
A week.
Does it age at all?
Ooh, the first diss.
Oh, sure.
Don't
Big
lie
age.
to me. Don't lie to me.
I don't know anything about the
Ooh.
aging.
I thought it was aged.
How much do you know about whiskey?
Ooh, was it aged at all? Yes. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. So if it ain't aged, it ain't good enough for Rogan. And then Mark is forced to say, I don't know really much about whiskey. That's cool. Here's our money.
It's called Bodega Cat.
Oh, yeah.
Straight rye whiskey.
Awesome.
How long is it aged for? A week.
A week.
Keep your eye on
Age at
Rogan.
all?
Oh, don't
Don't
Big
lie
age.
to me. Don't lie
He's
to me.
nervous.
I don't know anything about the aging.
I thought it was aged.
How much do you know about whiskey?
Drinks a lot of it.
Just the taste.
This is so good.
I know rye and whiskey are different.
What got me into whiskey was
Thank
late
you.
night shows at the cellar with you and Sam and Mackie drinking Bullet Rye on the Rocks.
Yeah, I love a
I'm
good
like-
rye.
Gentlemen, to what is
Watch
this,
this.
episode 4 or 5?
Watch Joe.
Five?
Keep
Is it
your eye
five?
on Joe.
We have protected 0 parks.
Yeah, fuck the parks.
Keep your eye on Joe.
Protect our parks is 100%
see that far
unsuccessful.
away?
I drove by it the other day. And I'm like, God damn it! It's just
Pretty
all
good.
flattened.
Thank you.
Pretty fucking good.
We tasted like 10 different ryes. Oh, come on!
Oh,
here.
my. Okay, hold up.
Just
Pretty
all
good.
Look at his
flattened.
Thank you.
Pretty fucking good.
We tasted like 10 different ryes.
Oh, he.
Oh, come on!
Oh, God.
Trying to sell this here, Rogan.
Look at him.
It's right next to Buffalo Trace. It's a hard sell.
Well,
We
one's
gotta
a
do blind. We
rye.
gotta do blind test us.
Now,
A hard sell, he said. Shane realizes, fuck, dude, this guy's trying to promote us. And so Shane jumps in like, I think it's pretty good. But he can't look the camera in the eye or anybody else in the eye. So this is a disaster. And Rogan just seems to be unaware of how evil that is. This crushes Mark's spirits for the rest of
Rogan.
It's pretty good.
It's right next to Buffalo Trace. It's a hard sell.
Well,
We
one's a
gotta do
rye.
blind. We gotta do blind test us.
now,
Yeah, let's do blind.
I'm more
once
of a
once you're
bodega
blind
cat
drunk.
guy.
Thank you.
You like it dark?
I usually don't like this shit. This is actually pretty good.
You like it with a little,
yeah?
little fucking kick to it?
Is
Got
this
some
rye
kick.
also?
This is
Listen,
No,
I
it's just
like
my
it.
friends.
that's hoity-toity.
Before show.
Buffalo Trace is too
American.
high end.
What
This
the
is an
fuck? This isn't even
American.
expensive.
This is for
Buffalo
the
Trace
people.
isn't even expensive.
It's
Buffalo
the
Trace
salami
is
of whiskey.
expensive. Fuck
Oh,
Buffalo
yeah.
Trace.
Fuck
Bodega
Buffalo
Cat.
Trace, kill
Listen,
yourself.
Bodega Cat, I love the comedians involved, so I'll support it.
All right, thank you.
I like a
That's all I
fucking
need.
good harsh whiskey. Like I like a shot of Jack before a
Why
show.
would you
Hell
do
yeah.
this? Sometimes he just does the bitchiest.
And it's not
move.
even out yet. So there's the review. It's
And
horrible.
also-
Yeah, we really want Mark to know you were disrespected. Everybody saw it. And Joe doesn't really like you. That's what we are left with.
I love Artie Lang. That guy's underrated. He's the Salman Rushdie of comedy because he can't die.
Oof.
Look at this. Watch this.
Damn,
Watch
that's
Joe.
pretty wild.
Jesus.
Yo,
Mark,
Salman
where,
Rushdie.
where are you going with that one?
I'm saying Artie Lang's the man. He's
I love art.
He will not die.
Wow. So everybody's making jokes. All jokes are going. And Mark makes this simple joke about Artie not dying. And Joe, again, goes out of his way to make a fool of this Norman. That pissed Mark off. And at 3:47:30, he's going to get Joe back. While Joe's got his mouth full.
all right.
Yeah, coward, you won't
Here
do
we
it
go.
right.
Come
Pussy.
on.
Chug, chug,
Come
chug.
on,
Listen.
Nazi, put it down. Yeah, Fear Factor sucked. Here we go, News Radio. Yeah.
Fear Factor sucked. You got that in while Joe's mouth was full, chugging your bullshit nonsense? And you can see it in his eyes here. Here, wait till it clears up. Look at his eyes. That's a vindictive little guy, huh? You really showed Joe.
Let's watch Tuesdays with Stories. This is Mark Norman, and you saw how Joe treated Mark with the Bodega Cat. This is big for me. And here he is with Joe List. Let's hear Mark out. Maybe I like Mark now because this whiskey and what he's going to say here. Here we go.
Rainforest, so I have rain forehead. So big bomb, and I got the clock down there, and I'm like, well, how long am I? Oh, I'm doing 30.
Oh.
Eating it. I get
A lot of comedy term. We're being hit with comedy term after comedy term. Doing 30. Eating it. I got the clock. I'm sorry to cut you off. I want to do something. Tell all the comics. Dude, Mike is like telling people he's like a professional comedian. He's trying to get in a stand-up. He's like trying to do all these. Tell every comic that. Screw them all up. All right, let's see this big dish coming towards Rogan here. They've been throwing shade at each other. Let's hear this.
How long am I? Oh, I'm doing 30.
Oh.
Eating it. I get a titter here and there. When you're outdoor, I made the one joke. I go, I actually heard a cricket. One guy goes, huh? That guy?
There you go. Huh? Yeah, if they're saying that to you, it means you're not good enough. They're seeing right through you. They're seeing you like I see you.
That guy? Like the condescending, like, meh, meh, meh.
Yeah.
That's
like a sheep.
Yeah, Rogan does that shit. He goes, meh, meh. You're like, fuck you, you bald cunt.
Oh! He hating. Yes, Rogan does that a lot, and that's something you should never do to your friends. Womp, 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 womp. And it's like, Joe, your whole fucking life is womp womp. You're not a comedy guy. Like, trust me.
But I do think that Mark senses that Joe is being an asshole for reasons other than just taste honesty.
And Joe is an asshole to a lot of these guys, and it's so unpredictable. You don't know, when he's going to be an asshole, when he's not. Yeah. Okay, so there it is. She's dissing Rogan. Tell everyone.
Like a sheep.
Yeah, Rogan does that shit. He goes, meh, meh. You're like, fuck you, you bald cunt.
He does do that.
I hate the meh, meh.
I'm like, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, whatever.
Well, why don't you stick up for yourself there, Mark? Or is it something to do with all that money and views? Imagine, what's worse than being friends with Joe Rogan is being friends with Joe Rogan, but you're kind of secretly at odds with him, and you wish you could just fucking, but you can't. Yikes. Okay. Well, there it was, Mark Norman.